plain and simple. And thank you so much for having me here.
So this is so much fun, and thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. I appreciate you
I,
being here.
I
Um,
like your background, Jersey Jim. I need to put that Hot Wheels number plate also somewhere.
Well, I'm thinking about doing this, having my own brand of bandanas now.
I have this. I should
Oh,
have
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. Look, this is the one from the car.
Yeah, I should actually have this
oh,
like
that's very cool. That's very
somewhere in
cool.
my bag. I'm on my work desk and it's right there in my.
Oh, look at you. You work for a living? That's good.
Let's see here. It looks like, hold on one second. I think
Hey, Lauren, I see
Lauren's
you
here.
too.
Yeah, Lauren's here. I just thought I knew there was four people. I wasn't sure if it was Caitlin
We
or
know.
Lauren. Hey, Lauren.
Hi there. Yeah, I was just hopping on quickly to make sure Arushi joined all good.
Yeah, we're having. Well, she just got here, but we're gonna have some fun together. I think.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lauren. All right, we'll get back to the show.
Arushi, it's your interview, so I'm just going to sit back and listen, and I'll join in when you want me to.
Yeah, sure.
I did mine. I'm rolling into yours now.
Okay.
What a story
on.
you have, Arushi. I'm just looking at it again. What a story. I want to hear about it. So let's come back. You missed my intro, but basically I just talked about being a kid in Hot Wheels and then discovering this show and all that. And so we haven't got into too deep. Jerzey Jim's probably still going to share a story, hopefully, with his Dodge Charger and his that he shared. But I want to hear your story. So here we go. We're going to come back right now, and we'll have about 10 minutes, and then we'll have another 10 minutes. So,
Sure.
okay, and a 5, like a wrap up. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to the Jeremiah Show. I've got two very special Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge guests in studio today, or joining me from around the world somewhere. Jerzey Jim Farrell. You know him and you love him. Arushi Garg. Welcome, Arushi. It's so nice to have you join Jim and I. Jerzey Jim, excuse me, with a Z.
Thank you so much. Very excited to be here with Jersey Jim and you, Jeremiah. Appreciate it.
What do you think about this show? Isn't it just such a great idea? How did you discover it? How did you get on the show? And then tell me, I got to hear the story about your family minivan and how you chose that as your Hot Wheels
Yeah,
challenge car. Your dream car.
absolutely. First of all, it is definitely a very exciting show. It is a show for everyone, from, a 5-year-old to, a 50-year-old or 70-year-old, anyone who's grown up loving cars. And I am a mom. I'm a mom to, a 7-year-old now who has just been in love with Hot Wheels. In fact, yesterday he just spent his hard-earned pocket money to go and buy Hot Wheels. So Hot Wheels is a part of not just my life. It is my life now. Even now being on the show, so I'm so excited to have this opportunity. And growing up back home in India, that's where I'm from. I grew up back in India, and I moved to the States 12 years back. So Hot Wheels was not very easily available. Like, they were exported goods, they were more expensive. And so in my childhood, I have seen Hot Wheels, but very limited ones, like they were expensive. So not everyone owned them. I went to Middle East. That's when my brother and myself had access to a lot of Hot Wheels because they were like readily available there. And then now my son today has like 400 Hot Wheels in the house.
Wow.
Like, it's absolutely nuts. So yeah, it's
How,
just been.
how
Sorry, go
old
ahead.
were you? I was going to ask. That's really interesting to me that Hot Wheels are an imported. I never think about that, something like that. That is an imported commodity, and that it was more expensive. What city did you grow up? What town did you grow up in India? Because
Sure.
I'd
So
love to know. Just to
it's actually a very hard question for me to answer. The reason
um,
is I grew up in a lot of different cities. I was born in Rajasthan, which is a state back in India, and I grew up in Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, and a lot of other cities. I also was in Middle East, but the longest I've ever lived anywhere in my life is Houston, 12 years. So
oh,
I feel like I'm a Houstonian, but yeah, I'm
why did you
originally.
move around so much? Why did your family? My family did that too. I went to 11 schools in 12 years, so we moved
Yeah,
around a lot, but not. Why did you move around so much?
My dad just loved moving jobs. He was actually very interestingly in HR, but he just loved hopping jobs, getting new roles, and he was always this enthusiastic, adventurous person, whether it was career or life. And that kind of even I feel like translated to me. And he was like my biggest source of inspiration, in life then and even now. So that's how I got onto the show.
Well, and sadly, did I hear that your father passed away? And this is the car though that your family that you have the
Yes.
most memories in and memories of him.
Yes, I lost my dad when I was 14, back in India in Mumbai. It was a very, very hard time for me and my family. And when I got a call and I got to learn about the show, and I started speaking to the teams out there. I was like, they asked me like the first question, what is that car that you want to build from your past? And I swear I had no idea what was this about. I just knew it was Hot Wheels, and I wanted to be a part of it. And when they asked me that question, the first thing that came up to my mind was my Maruti van, from growing up back home in India. That was the first car that my family had and bought. My dad's like love, how I'm sure you guys
Yeah.
can relate to it.
Yeah.
When you buy that first car, it is such a big piece of your life, and it's such a memorable piece of your family. And so this car was just that for me. This is the Maruti Suzuki van, and it has never been seen on American roads. I know our judge Rut, the amazing Rut, has one of the cars in his collection, but it was so exciting to know that I could actually bring that car to this world on Hot Wheels.
How exciting. Well, you were talking of, I mean, that is pretty cool. That's a cool story. How did it's Hot Wheels, you dreamed a lot. You imagined a lot, like toys that you, right? I mean, you would imagine when you were driving them, you were imagining different scenarios, or it just brought imagination to life as a kid in a really cool way for so many, and still is, like your son, that's still
Yes.
affecting kids that way. I have a couple questions. Well, I got a million questions, but how old were you when you and your brother were able to actually purchase the Hot Wheels?
I think it was when we were like 7.
7?
And
And you like
yes,
them?
same. My son said, sorry.
You like them as well? Like, I
Oh
always think
yeah,
my
I was
sister
a
played with
car
them.
girl.
It
I
didn't matter,
is
right? What girl or
Yeah.
boy, it just didn't matter. It was
It didn't matter, honestly. And I would say like I was more that you call that like a tomboy, always with, in sports with boys as group. And like I had all my cousins and brothers and my friends were boys. And so I was very, very much I would not play with dolls. That was just like a big no for me. And so I was always gravitate towards vehicles. Like I had a dump truck. I had growing up, and like I had cars, of course, and I name cars. I can see cars, I know cars. Although I'm not like Jerzey Jim, who is so cool and who has like his own garage and he's so cool at it. I'm like a girl who can spot a car and tell what brand it is, and like which model it is, and like possibly knows much more than an average person would know about cars. I would say that I'm not an expert, but yeah.
Well, do me a favor, if I could get from both of you, just because I'm really curious, um, a, a story about your car, whether it was a monumental experience as a teenager for you, or if it was with your family, a memory, a song that came on that you would road trip foot to, or a particular band. Just give me a memory of each one of your cars that meant so much to you, if you could. I'd love to hear a story. Jerzey Jim, do you want to start? Because
Oh, I was going to let Arushi go. Yeah, because I don't want to, I'll just talk too much. I got a million stories about that car, but I think the one of the stories that stands out is the first time I piled my boys in the car and we went down the shore for the first time. It was the first time I got to leave the city where I grew up in. It's the first time I got to prepare for a road trip. You know what I mean? I never did it before. Now that sounds like nothing today. You get in your car and you travel, but when not having a car and not ever leaving the city I grew up in, to be able to put my boys in the car and head down to the Jersey Shore to hopefully pick up girls was the ultimate trip of a lifetime because I've never done it before. You
It's
know what I mean? Like
freedom.
we just, yeah, we cranked the music up and we, like you said, we put 4 guys in the car and we just headed south. And the fact that we got down there in one piece and came home in one piece, after the first time we did it, we just did it all the time, then it just became life. It was really
What were you
devastating.
listening to? Do you remember?
Leonard Skinner all the time. And look, this tattoo is Leonard Skinner. This tattoo is Hot Wheels. Let me see if I can get it there for you. Somewhere up there.
You have a Hot Wheels tattoo. Awesome.
Yes, it's somewhere there. Let me see. There you go.
Wow.
Arushi, do you have
Look
one?
at that. No, I don't. I don't have any tattoo
not-
and I'm scared of it.
Look, man, I need things to camouflage my body so I look good. I might as well just cover my whole face in a tattoo at this point, man. You look beautiful. You don't need tattoos.
Nice.
I agree. So tell me a story, if you could, Arushi, about your
Yeah. So
van.
for me, getting time with my dad was very, very exciting. And I can see that with my son. He's on a summer vacation and my husband's working at office. I work from home, so he doesn't see him, right? And so, for kids, you want to be with your parents, you want to travel, you want to be outside of the house, making fun memories and adventures. And so for me, when I think of that car and that time, I only think of adventures now that is all that I am left with, those memories of my dad. And so for me, it was always be like on the weekends, my dad was just like I said, this adventurous spirit. He loved going out and he would like, let's sit in the car, let's go on this long drive. When we were in Mumbai that time, so in Mumbai, there are a couple of hill stations around the city, and we would hit the beach, the hill stations. It's pouring, it's raining, and there's traffic everywhere, but it's just so exciting to be in that car with him and with my mom and my brother, and like we would blast music. And my dad loved Madonna, and he would listen the song
Hey, I like Madonna.
La Isla Bonita, and La Isla Bonita was like our anthem in the car, and it still is for me. I still listen to that song every time I travel for work to Austin. And so for me, like those are the memories that I close my eyes, I shut down, I think about is the fun times and those experiences. And I think those are very formulated years of your life. Like they really shape you to the person you are. And like 6-7 year old is an age when you're soaking in a lot from outside, from your family. And so yeah, those are my experiences. I have so many, I can't name
Yeah.
one.
It's funny. And Rushi, this is why you and I connect so well. And I swear I mean this, man. We have the same story. I mean, about my dad. I mean, the story about my dad in the car, the memories. We are so connected, and how the family was connected to the car that we chose for the TV show. That's why we got so emotional. I think, at least I know what I did, and I'm pretty sure you did, is that we were so
I
attached to that
cried
car.
a lot.
I know,
Like, it
me
was
too.
like
I cried the
therapy.
whole show. I cried
was
on the
like-
whole show.
It was like
You know?
therapy, you don't talk about loss, and don't talk about, you try, like for me, I was like the eldest kid, so I was always like trying to be strong for my mom and my brother, and I never spoke about my pain in this way that I have. I've not spoken like that about my dad to my husband, and I don't think I've spoken like that with anyone. And now to just be in front of a camera and like then being prompted and like answer those questions, it's just like things coming back to you and hitting you hard and making you emotional. And it was also therapeutic because I just felt like a lot of pain was like off my chest, and then I was able to put all that energy into something that I created on the show, which is my Jaipur jewel. And like I just could transfer that energy to something that I really, really loved. So yeah, the experience has been fantastic, and so grateful for NBC and Hot Wheels to kind of let us do crazy stuff, like go do what you want. Like I love that part, like the
No,
most.
but you said it right. Therapeutic, man. That's how I felt. I felt like I buried those emotions down about my dad passing and what we shared in that car. And then to see it, to build it, to make him proud in heaven. And then at the end, to see it finish, it was like almost therapy, but I almost released all that energy that I was holding in. It was like I never really talked about it either. And like you said on the show, to do it in front of 21 cameras, right? I counted them. In front of millions of people, right? I'm up there sobbing and crying. And I didn't feel bad about it. I actually said to myself, and Rutledge was the one who pointed out, I said, Jimmy, you connected. And if anybody who makes fun of you, man, that means they've never held emotions like you guys are holding, meaning you and I on the show. And it just felt good to me. It felt good to let it out. It felt good to let that all out, after so many years of holding it in, right?
Yes.
We connected. That's why she's one of my new best friends in the world.
Oh, you are so nice, Jim. I can't wait to see you
This weekend.
I'll just let you two take over the rest of the show because you are just amazing together. I feel the great energy. The stories both of them are beautiful. A family car is more than just a car, isn't it?
Yes. And I think with this show, what we are seeing is like, while it is, there are many car shows. Let's give it that. Okay. There have been many car shows, and there have been many, and there are still going to be more car shows. But I think this is just so unique, but because someone gets to bring their car from the past and convert it into a toy. And I think one has to see it from that lens. A lot of people, and what the chatter we hear, they're just missing that, that I would say basic theme of the show is that these cars are not vehicles that are going to be on the road. They're not road ready, road legal. These are toys in life size, blown up, right?
Well,
And so when we worked on the show, and the way we made it and the way we've created our cars are toys. And I think a lot of people are not understanding that and grappling with that, whereas every kid is. So I just had a watch party at my home, and I had like 7 kids, and like they've all watched it, and they were like, we want that Hot Wheels.
exactly.
They're not
Exactly.
breaking it into, oh, look, this cannot work on the road, or this is not going to go there.
Right.
And this is, like all the car
They're
aficionados
imagining.
need to take a break. Yes.
Imagination
Like,
is back. And that's
Yeah,
what
but I get a
Exactly.
lot of heat as a car builder. I get a lot of heat because they're like, I would have restored that car original. You killed that car. You put wheelie bars on. I'm like, this has been my dream to make a Hot Wheels, man. I'm making a
It's
Hot Wheels. I'm not
it is
restoring
it's
a
a fun,
restoration on a car.
creative project. This is not the show where you are going to make a vehicle that's road legal. For that, please go watch something else.
No, this is the
This is
opposite
about
of
being
that.
crazy and like going like boom, like put this, put that, and like maybe go back to the drawing board and like sketch something which is so cool and lovable. And a 7-year-old, 5-year-old goes into any of these stores and picks one. Like my son went and bought 4 cars from Target. And so why did he pick those 4 cars? I have
That's
no
where I
clue.
go. Jeremiah, you better
Color,
jump in, man. We're going to
shape.
keep talking if you don't jump in.
it's your show, and this is great. Why would I interrupt any of this? I want to hear more. We do have to take a real quick break, though. That's my role in this episode here. I love the stories. We're talking with Jerzey Jim, Farrell, Arushi Garg, Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. It airs Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on NBC after America's Got Talent. Available the very next day on Peacock. You're hearing all about the show throughout, so I'm not going to recap there. I do want people to, if you want them to find you and follow you and hear more and connect with you, how would they find you if you want to give that out? Each one.
Arushi, you do it first because I'm going to watch you and then I'm going to try to do it.
Well,
I hear you're good at this. We talked about it before you.
She's the best, man. She taught me.
No, so I actually am the snazzy mom on internet. So I started my blog and my Instagram page 6 years back when I gave birth to my son. That was the way I wanted to connect with the world, and like moms like me, who are immigrants, POCs, can't relate to everyone. And there was not a lot of people doing that when I joined 6 years back. So the best way to connect with me is on my Instagram, the snazzy mom, and you can also follow me on TikTok, same snazzy mom, and Facebook. And yeah, I think that's great. I'm happy. I
Good
will love
job.
to
Good
listen to any
job.
messages.
I'm looking at your car right now. I'm on your Instagram page. I didn't wait, so I just followed you. But I'm looking at your car. Oh my God, it's cool. Very, very cool. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
All right, I'm going to try now. So now I'm Jerzey with a Z _ Jim. The Z is the trick. You got to use the Jersey with the Z. And then same thing on Facebook is Jerzey Jim's Hot Rods. And if you just put that Z in then Jersey, you'll find me all over the place. Because like I said before, man, I'm getting kind of popular when I Google my name. I don't know how that happened, Arushi, but when I put my name in now, it comes up all the time. Scary. It's scary.
Yeah, you're a celebrity, my friend.
Yeah, but at least I see us all together, though. I see me, you. I just see it all the time, man. It's kind of cool. Kind of
Yeah.
cool.
We'll be right back. That's awesome, guys. All
I
right,
told
so
you were gonna love her. She's the best.
oh man, and I wish I had more time with both of you. Unfortunately,
Told you she's
because
the best, man.
this is Arushi. This is a radio show, although we're recording, but this is going to air tomorrow morning. You're in LA, is that where you're at, or
I'm in Houston.
Houston? Okay.
Yes.
Both of you guys can listen to this tomorrow as it airs. I'll also send you the podcast tonight, the produced
Send
podcast.
it to me, yeah.
You can share
That'll
it.
be
listen to it,
great.
and then
Please send us like the frequency we can like put it on.
I will. And so it's going to air on the morning show tomorrow, and then it'll air on about eight other radio stations, London, New York.
Okay. And I'll take a quick hi for my Instagram.
Oh, how do you do that?
Yay!
Hey, Arushi, show me how to do that. What do I do?
Just take your phone and say hi because I'm going to put it
Hold on,
on
I'm
like
not good at this. You're supposed to be teaching me. Hold on a second. Now I gotta flip my
Take
camera
a picture
around.
of your screen. Yeah, there you go.
Hold on a second. Oh, look at us. Wait, like that?
Yeah.
There you look, you're going to be on TikTok before you know it, Jerzey Jim.
I don't want to be, man. I want to.
Come on, I bet you can bust some moves.
I'm too old for this stuff. I know I look like I'm 25, but I'm kind of up there, man.
Oh, come on.
That's why I didn't show you my license. I showed you my wallet, not my license. I don't want you to say,
Arushi, we're not going to let him get away with that, are we?
Oh yeah.
You're a young soul.
yeah, young spirit, man. That's what it's called, young spirit.
So here's what we got to do. We're going to come back. Arushi, I got to get you to do a radio drop promo. So don't, when I stop recording, don't leave for me, okay? And I'll tell you what that is. But we'll come back. I've got like 2 to 3 minutes because I don't want to cut any of this out of the radio. So I'm probably over on time already, but let's just come back. And should we talk about where your cars are at, where you're at in, this is episode 1, right? That we're talking about.
So yeah, we're all like different episodes. He's 1, I'm 4. And there are more episodes going on, and then there's going to be like we have the keys to the finale. So it's now it's like a big
I got my key. Did you bring your key?
Can you
My
you can't
keys
show that,
with-
can you? Can you show that or no?
Yeah.
You
We
can?
can. We got it on the show. So the show's aired. We can show
Yeah, the
it.
show gave us the key. This means we won our episode.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. So what should we do if we've got 3 minutes? Should both of you kind of say
I
where
think,
you're at? Tease
maybe
them to
we can-
watch.
Yeah, maybe we can tease everyone to watch the show, go, look at it on go to social media, check it out. I
Okay.
think we want like more people to go to the show and watch it and like tell us how they feel about our cars, something like that, which
Yeah,
is
so
which
so
would be
do
more
that.
interactive.
Say here's where I'm at. Whatever you can say without getting without giving anything away.
Yes.
And
Okay.
and then like tell them to come follow you or watch it again or watch you, whatever you want to say to kind of like tease the show along.
Yeah, totally.
I'll
So I'm
follow
gonna
your lead. I'll just follow you on this one.
So
Sure.
I'm just going to bring us back and I'm going to give you final words, both of you. Thank whoever you like. If you want to thank family or mention your dad or your mom, anybody, your son. I think that's so cool.
Yes.
Actually, I did have a question.
Uh-oh.
I have a question for both of you, but it's a real short one, and then you can go into that. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the Jeremiah Show. I am with 2 really fun people right now, Jerzey Jim, Farrell, and Arushi Garg. They're on Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, and they've already won some money. They've got some keys that if you want to check it out on YouTube, I definitely encourage you to go to
Keys to
YouTube.
the finale.
Keys to the finale.
Yes.
Here's a real quick question. We were talking about a family car, the car you grow up with, your first car, or the family car, is more than just a car. It's almost a part of the family in a way, right?
Yes.
And it holds memories, it holds sounds and smells and things that have happened for you and your family that are deeply have impacted your life.
Yes.
Have you either of you thought, I know I hope you don't mind me saying, Jerzey Jim, you're a grandfather now. So, and
That's my favorite part of life right now. It's absolutely my favorite part right now.
Arushi, you're talking about your son, and you took him to buy 4 new Hot Wheels the other day.
Yes.
Do you think when you're driving your cars now, do you ever think that your kids or your grandchildren are in the car with you, and that one day that car, that family car that you're driving right now will be their memory?
I think so, yes, because my son already talks about it. Like I can just say it from my mom's lens. I know Jersey Jim has like two more generations experience that he can share off. But as a mom, like I just see like how many memories we make, the pictures we take, the songs we sing, the games we play. All these are a huge part of growing up as a family and a growth of a family. And I think cars are they're just not a vehicle, there is a part of the family, like you also mentioned, Jeremiah. And and I definitely feel like these memories are core memories. They don't leave like you just visited somewhere or like you just traveled or you bought something. These are core memories of your childhood. Like that is what it was for me. That's why I got my Jaipur jewel on TV, and now I know that these memories are core memories for my son. And you're going to pass on a lot of cars growing up. Like you're going to buy new cars, there'll be different cars that they grow up, but there's going to be one favorite car, and which is that favorite car is the question.
That's a good answer. Now, mine, on the other hand, being I have quite a collection of classic cars, they don't have as much memory in them because I'm always getting something different. But when I do pass away to the greater heaven, they're gonna have to fight over it because I got 4 children, 2 grandchildren. That's only I don't have enough cars to go around for these kids. They're all gonna have to fight over it. But what Arushi says exactly true, man. We have memories in the cars. We talk about it all the time. Some of the cars we've had in our family, we still have great memories about, but we have photographs and videos to hold them to them. I'm hoping I can hold one car now that'll keep a memory that will keep this family together, and just something that they'll always think about me. Even if they don't drive it, it's out in the garage. I want them to go out there and look at it and think about me. So I'll leave them something special. There'll be memories in it and there'll be love inside of it. I promise you.
It's interesting because when you were in that family car, sometimes you hated it, sometimes you loved it.
You've fought in it, you've had
fought.
tears in it, you've
we
thrown
fought
up in it, and like there's just been so much drama in it. And so that's what I'm saying. It's
You
like
dropped food all over the floor.
Yeah, I
But
love that.
but then you look back and you're like, oh, I love that. There's so much happened there. Well, thank you for both sharing the just a little bit. I wish you'll have to come back, hopefully, with some, I don't know what happens next.
fingers crossed.
Hey,
Fingers
look,
crossed.
you ain't seen the last of old Jersey Jim. I'm telling you right now. That's all I can say about this whole interview. You ain't seen the last of me.
That's good. This is your show. Come back anytime. And I want to hear how you guys did, and we're watching. And anything you want to tease or say goodbye, last words for both of you. Say anything you'd like.
Well, let me just say this, Arushi, and then you can kill it, Ben. One thing I do know, and this is fact, man, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, the people that I've met on the Hot Wheels show, the super fans, the crew, and Arushi, we are friends for life, man. We have a bond that nobody's ever going to be able to break. I'm never going to let this bond go. Even when they're feeling at their lowest, if they call me, I would run out to Houston tomorrow to come see you, man. I would really, and I mean that. I would support you in any way I can, man. So the family bond that I have with the friends, the new friends I have, that's what I'm taking away from this show. Has nothing to do about the money. It's about this attachment we have to each other, man. It's unbelievable.
It's so nice. For me, I think, yes, this is, I would say for anyone who's listening to the show and like watching it on YouTube, think of this as, a joyride, just sitting like 45 minutes in front of your TV or 1 hour in front of your TV and like listening to someone's story, kind of relating to it, because there is going to be so much relation. You'll find people who you can relate to in terms of stories. And there's so much like fun elements in the show. There are some great celebrities. The judges are amazing. The carpoolers are so talented, and then the super fans like just bring their creativity and take it to the next level. So this show is really about people, cars, and about stories. And it's a family show. Watch it with your entire family. Get the grandparents and the kids together. Watch it. Reach out to us. Message us. On our social media. Follow us, or like NBC and Hot Wheels, and like just I think it's for anyone and everyone. And I personally am so happy that I found all these amazing friendships, like Mr. Jersey Jim, and some great contestants. So definitely, like, don't miss it. I think once you watch one episode, you'll know what's there.
Hey, it's a great family show. It just happens to have cars in it. I always tell people it's not a car show. It's a great family show that just happens to have cars in it. We build these
It's
amazing
a show
cars.
that's all about being creative and breaking the boundaries. So
Yeah,
a girl like
being-
me who has no car experience, who is, not the typical familiar car person, in that room, comes in and does something absolutely creative and crazy, is what the show is about. That it's for anyone and everyone.
Hey, I can teach you to change a flat tire because you taught me how
I
to
know
go on
that now.
You taught me how to go on Instagram. So it's a learning show. It might as well just be a
Watch out,
learning show. at this
Jersey
point.
Jim. Arushi, it's only a matter of days before he's on TikTok, isn't it? I can just tell.
I'm good.
By the way,
I'm good, man. Believe me.
by
I'm
the
good.
way, Arushi, Jersey Jim was telling me offline before you got here that how great you are at PR basically and marketing. And if NBC is listening, you should be marketing the show for them. You're really
I
good.
agree.
Really
I
good.
agree 100%.
All
Thank
right.
you. I do that for a living. I'm in digital marketing and sales. So I've been
perfect.
doing that for 10 years. But I'm very just passionate in general, and I'm super passionate about this amazing lifetime experience that we all have got thanks to NBC and Hot Wheels. And I don't think we can thank them enough, because it's like Jim said, it's more than the money. It's all about experience and now the legacy we're leaving behind. So my son can decide one day he can absolutely be crazy and break boundaries, and he doesn't have to stay in a shell. So that's the message we can
I think I
share with the
like that
kids.
message that we should all be children again, which is where we started
Yes.
Hot Wheels, imagine,
Yeah.
create, and
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so check it out for yourself. Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge airing Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on NBC,
Woo!
right after America's Got Talent. I'm so glad you did that, Jersey Jim, because you've done it every time. That's a little woo.
He's got all the energy here.
It's got to
I
be
don't
in
even know what I'm
everyone.
doing. What am I doing?
All right, communicate, but listen more and evolve. Everybody have a great day.
All right. Love you, girl. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Jeremiah.
Bye.